gonna be back on Monday. It's Friday. I told him I'd have this deck planed before he gets back, so I'm doing that now. We have a lot of surface area to go over. First thing that we do always is measure each of our joists and we put them into piles. These are 2x10, so they're gonna be anywhere from 9¼ to 9½. We separate all them and then we go from biggest to smallest. So that eliminates a lot of the inconsistencies. Now we're just really fine tuning it. And it's a very tedious, slow process. Not too bad. You just don't want to be chasing it where you're planing one down and then it makes you have to plane the next one even more. You want to just take your time and really look at which ones. So let me find one. And you really want it where it's starting to rock like this. So that's telling me that this one is a little bit high. Now we're not rocking. So that's all we want. Most important thing is to really identify which one is the high one so that you're not planing ones down that you think you're getting closer, but then you run into a bigger problem. You just want to take your time. It's usually only a couple joists that are sitting a little bit higher or crowned a little different. So go through. The bigger the level, the better. I like to use a 6 foot. And you're just gonna go. Same joist that I just planed. Looks like down here needs a little more. And we're not rocking anymore. We're rocking and rolling, but the level's not rocking. You know what I could go for right now? Nice cold beer, open garage door, doing one of these. You know, just looking out at the neighborhood. That'd be nice. Maybe tomorrow I can put that on my schedule. All right, back to planing, I guess. I think the hardest part of planing this, especially for me, is you gotta be very meticulous about how you work around the deck so you don't get lost. So you gotta kind of plan it out. So I'm doing all this section, then moving over. You can't just do like a little bit here, a little bit there. You'll get confused and you'll kind of forget what you're doing, so. That's kind of that's the hardest part for me, staying a planned attack here.
I think the hardest part for you with planing is just getting you out of the damn van. Once you're out here, you're good.
It's true. It's always the first step that's the hardest. How you making out?
Great. How you making out?
Pretty good. Doing a little van work today.
Yeah, I can tell by your footwear of choice.
Hey, you know I'll rock out with my Crocs out any day on site. It's actually not very safe. Don't do that. I'll have these stairs up and sick. See how flat this deck is?
What do you think? I think he only had one shoe on, so it's a little thrown off.
That looks good from here.
From the side. So that way I can kind of like balance it.
You want to just get it over with?
How was your vacation?
That's good.
Yeah. Anything special happen?
Yeah, I don't know what I'm more prouder of.
What are you more prouder of?
The amount of work you guys got done, or what I did.
What'd you do?
I did something pretty crazy.
What'd you do?
I proposed to my girlfriend.
Whoa!
And I'm an engaged man.
So I guess it's pretty serious?
It's very, very, very serious.
Oh wow. Congrats.
Right? It's a pretty big step. I was very emotional weekend. Happy times. Christina, I love you.
Did she watch the videos?
I don't know. Maybe I'll make her watch this one.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, exciting times.
Well, now we're getting ready for this balcony deck. We were just addressing how we're gonna do the flashing detail here. The ledger is gonna be across that side of the house. We have that siding. So we were talking, what are we gonna do? Are we gonna cut out a channel there, or are we just gonna cut out above it and flash over? We decided we're gonna cut out a channel where the ledger's gonna go, cut out that siding, and then we are going to flash underneath and above the ledger, double flashed in for justice, and we'll show you how we're gonna do that when we get to it, but it's gonna be,
Sean,
nice. Oh yeah.
know the secret surprise about this stuff.
It's gonna have a waterproof system underneath. We're gonna use the zip up underdeck system to create this dry space. So we realized we have a little bit of wiggle room on our finish. We're gonna, what'd you say? You wanna cut it about 3/4 of an inch lower?
Yeah.
It's gonna cut away the siding about 3/4 of an inch lower than we need, just so we have a little wiggle room with that ledger. We're gonna have all of that covered up to the wall with our zip up underdeck system. So
I'm excited.
zip it up. Check this out. Hey, you ever seen this before? We got ledger nails. There's some beefy ones there for sure. Never seen that. I don't know if at any point that was an approved fastener for a ledger. It was galvanized, but you know, no ring shank or anything. That's not how we're gonna do it. Interesting though.
Straight. 1, 2, 3. Whoa.
You guys are quick.
What?
How is it? Heavy?
I don't know. I'm just holding it right now.
It looks pretty heavy. What do you guys need from me?
Moral support, positive encouragement, maybe
A little spot.
maybe some advice.
How would you go about this?
You go in the van and point and tell somebody else to do it.
Best way to lift.
Not as
People say, should you lift with your back? Should you lift with your legs? Should you lift with your voice? Yeah, it needs to go up a little more. Well, we got our posts up. Now we're getting ready to set this big old beam. We've got a 5.5 by 14. This is gonna span the whole distance here. Maybe a little bit overkill on the size of the beam, but you know, you wanna make sure that that's not gonna go nowhere. So, we're gonna get this up in the air. Normally we get a genie lift for this, but the guys thought that wasn't necessary. They thought it might be harder to get the genie lift up onto the deck than it is to just get the beam up there.
I'm just letting you do your thing. I know this is like important for you right now.
This is my moment. You guys all right?
Yeah, we're good. You good?
Yeah, I think so.
You good? Going for it? Come on.
We gotta go up just the tiniest bit. There you go.
I almost fell.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm belt on today, so we're gonna get after it. Honestly though, you guys want me over here? I'll work on some different. Okay. I like that flashing detail we decided on.
Yeah, me too, boss.
Yeah. Looks nice.
What are you going to work on if you're not helping us here?
I can help Jose with the stairs. We can set those stairs over there. Okay.
Yeah, why don't you do that? Why don't you get all the stairs buttoned up?
Yep.
Tom and I'll work on this deck. You get the stairs buttoned up.
Where are we gonna reconvene?
Well, how fast do you work?
Very fast.
Well, I'm gonna be here working.
All right, so I'll
You're
come
gonna
to
be
you.
over there
I'll
working.
come to you.
Yeah, you can always come to me.
I'll come to you. You got it. All right, while they are working on that balcony deck, we're gonna work on finishing up the last set of stairs. One thing I wanna go over real quick is our rise and run. You probably notice when you're looking at the stair sets that they're very elongated. That's gonna create a nice, easy step, a little bit of a different cadence. What you wanna do when you do a long tread like that is do a shorter riser. So we are only rising 6 inches on each step, and our run is about 14.5. So a little bit of a longer run than typical, but anytime you do that, you want to shrink your rise. Ready?
One step at a time.
Best stair advice I ever heard. All right, cool. So I need 5 more of these. I'm gonna cut these and then we are going to get them installed. Frame inspection tomorrow.
All right.
Pressure's on, we always deliver. Joists are up.
Joists are up.
How'd you guys make out?
Good. You done your project?
Yeah, got all the stringers cut. Jose's throwing them up there. Stairs will be done in no time. How'd you guys make out?
Good.
Yeah? What's next?
We're gonna put some joist hangers on. I
Sick.
Still have to do, we have like this corner that's already prepped and done. Finalize it.
Sweet.
Span blocking, square it up.
Looks good. Looks nice. Huge. It's about 10 feet taller than any deck we've ever done. We're flying high. What do you need?
Can you be a hanger rack?
Oh, sure. One of the last things that we need to do for our inspection is get all of our flashing up. So I'm cutting this away, and that way I can get my ledger flashing over top of this. Our finish is going to be a 1x6 on top of our decking. So we will then make our final cut of the siding to that exact height, and then we can flash that piece over top of our PVC 1x6, but this is all gonna be flashed behind it, so should be good to go. Let me show you over here how we did that. This is how we like to do our ledger flashing. We have our Z flashing, and then we just cut this notch here around each joist and hammer that flat. I think it's easier doing it this way. Some people like to put this Z flashing on before they put joists, but sometimes that can hold the joists away a little bit, so I prefer to do it this way. Just cut around each one, hammer it flat, good to go. Working on our last couple details with this framing. Let's see what Tom's got going on right here. What do you got going on there, Tom?
Get away from me. What?
Tell everybody what you got going on. Just
Adding some blocking for our corner.
you're gonna add some.
Yeah.
Looks like you're setting back here a little bit. You want to level this out. Make sure that's nice and
You
flush.
just politely off.
He's adding some additional framing around our corner, because what we're gonna have on this fascia detail is horizontal 5.5-inch Costa boards, and then on our corners we like to run those boards long. Then we'll have our track saw and we'll run up vertically, and we'll have 2 vertical pieces on the corner. So we need to beef up that framing a little bit so it's got somewhere to sit. See what Ant's up to. Yeah.
Before you do that, can you cut me a piece of wood?
Yeah. What do you need?
It'll be 10 inches long
Got it.
by 8 3/16 wide.
All right. Right. We'll do another. All right. Ant, show us what we got here.
I just wrapped up a lot of the back framing.
Love
for the
that.
perimeter
Love that.
boards. I'm going to be adding some flat blocking and potential railing locations.
Okay. How about we put them in definite railing locations?
Well, I don't know where true center is,
Oh, why not?
because this is going to set in a little bit, and that's going to be 3 inches off the house.
Uh-huh.
I have an idea.
Okay.
I don't think I need it here. Do you think it'll catch the beam?
Uh,
I put them on the corners just in case.
no, we should be good there. Yeah. No, that's good.
Yeah, I just need to put one more piece in,
Cool.
and we'll plane it, and then it's deck ready.
All right, sick. We got our mid-span blocking up here. We've got the ladder blocking for our borders. We've got it flashed in. We're ready for inspection.
Yeah, ready. We're inspection ready.
All right. We're ready to go here. I mean, they got plenty of space. Before, there was like no space up here.
This is way too much space.
Too much space, yeah, but it's perfect. So,
It's bigger than the deck at my house.
not surprised.
Got a little deck at your house.
If we group together, we can't fall through the joists. All right, now that we have this done, you can see our flashing detail. This was very important because we're going in the middle of our siding. Tom, shut up. All right, cut the audio. Cut the audio. Are you done? Now that we've got this... That's like the dumbest video. Now we have this balcony deck done, you can see our flashing detail. This was very important here because normally when we're putting on a ledger, it is at the very bottom of the siding, right above the foundation. So we only need to flash the top of it. Here, we need to make sure that if any water gets behind that, it's double flash, so it's not gonna run all the way down this wall. We started out with our Z flashing on the bottom. That goes behind our ledger. Ice and water shield over top of that, going up above the ledger, and then we have that Z flashing on top that's tucked behind our siding. So we're double flashed. It ain't gonna go nowhere, but the water's gonna come out if it do go in there. That's it. All right, guys, can you stop? I have to do the outro of this video. All right, we just passed our framing inspection. I think he was pretty impressed because as he was leaving, he did one of these. That's not going anywhere. So I think he's liking it, and I hope to God that it's not gonna go nowhere because that would be bad. But next up on this project, we are going to start all of our skirting walls, some of the trim details, hopefully get some field boards up, and then we can start building our outdoor kitchen. Make sure you hit subscribe, stay tuned. Until next time, this has been Premier Outdoor Living. See how I threw the shovel at you?